perfect.
Y'all, so look. So we got muddy footprints lead to suspicions of cheating. I ain't never heard no shit like this. Let's get into him.
Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Coates versus Coates. You all have been together 9 years.
9
You've been married
years.
for 5 of those years, but your marriage is literally on the rocks. And the question is, will it survive today? Mr. Coates, would you tell me why you've opened your case today?
I believe she's been cheating on me with a guy. He owns a black truck. She keeps saying I'm paranoid, I'm crazy, this and that, but...
How many black trucks are in Greene County, Ohio?
How many coincidences is
A
there?
lot, because I've got an answer for everything and an explanation.
So she's telling you this is all in your head?
Oh, it's not.
He's paranoid.
It's not.
You're saying he's paranoid. And you're hearing that she's saying you're paranoid.
I hear.
But you have this mystery man in a black truck, and
yeah.
you're like, it's too many coincidences involving this.
Too many.
Ms. Coates, you look annoyed.
I'm very annoyed. I've been dealing with this for almost 2 years. It's costed me jobs, friends, family. It's out of control. It's ridiculous. I'm here today to prove myself once and for all that I'm not a cheater, I'm a good wife, and to clear my name, because everybody he tells his story to thinks I'm a cheating liar.
Because it's all true. Everything I say is true.
But Ms. Coates, you're saying it's all in his head.
It is.
That's your
There's an
defense to
explanation for everything that he sees or does or says.
He's just paranoid.
Yes.
So you've accused your wife of cheating on you. What were the warning signs that you saw that made you think something's going on?
I got home from work, and there's not footprints, but you know what gets the mud and dirt that dries up underneath, and it had to be boot prints because
I mean, it is a footprint though, gang.
Dried up mud was so thick. Like it couldn't have been from a regular old tennis shoe, slipper.
No, those are from
That's a footprint.
my slippers because I carry groceries in by myself.
Ms. Coates, hold on. We'll give you a
Slippers
chance.
don't have tread on.
Hold on. So you thought she had a man in the house?
Exactly.
Because those look like tracks from a work boot.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where did the work boot tracks?
It wasn't a work boot tracks.
Okay.
Outside of our house, it's muddy. There's trees. I carried groceries in by myself. I had slippers that I carried in the groceries with.
Slippers
That's where
don't
they
have
came
tread
from.
on them.
You're right. Slippers don't got patterns and shit. That shit is just one smooth surface.
I have 4 kids and I carried them all in by myself.
Kids don't got nothing to do with your
They were little
footprints.
flowers and mud prints that from me carrying the groceries.
It was chunks
No, it
of
wasn't.
dirt.
Okay, why would you track the mud in your
Because I
house?
would have had too many bags of groceries carrying it myself.
So why
If
you
I
ain't
was gonna
clean it up?
cheat, I would have
she
cleaned
couldn't
that up.
kick
I
her
wouldn't have
slippers
hid it.
off?
I would have cleaned it up and
She ain't even got to
slept
bend
it
down
up.
and take them off. She can take them off, put them on, ain't even got to bend
Yeah,
down.
I'm like, I understand the concept. You've got to take them in, but why would you track mud in? Wouldn't you take them all? Take
No,
the clothes
because
in the
my hands were
grocery.
full.
Take the groceries into the house.
You
I
ain't
didn't
got to
even
use
think
your
about it,
hands.
but I
You
don't
can
have
kick them
nothing to-
off.
I don't have nothing to hide, so why am I worried about hiding some mud when I don't have anything to hide?
I'm sorry. Are there any other signs that
Yes.
Ms.
I
Coates
mean,
is
that's true without trying to hide. It's just a mud situation. Why is you
walking
tracking mud in your house?
Down the road, a buddy of mine stopped. I was talking to him. He had a van. I'm talking to him in somebody else's driveway.
Okay.
Well, I seen her coming up at the light, so I walked to the curb. I start waving my hands when she drives by.
Because it wasn't me.
There's a guy in the passenger seat, her driving. You know, I even seen enough of him to where he didn't have a shirt on. He was a tan dude, and I see my kids in the back seat.
I was
Wow.
going to town, dropping my oldest daughter off at her friend's house, and then I was coming to get him. We were not in that area on that day, and there was no man half naked in
She
my
was
front
2
seat
rows
with
over at
kids.
my son's house at the same
Ms. Coates,
time. What do you mean she
Ms.
wasn't in the
Coates.
vicinity?
Yeah, she
Hold on, Mr.
cheating,
Coates.
gang. She
Okay.
cheating, big homie.
You're saying he misidentified your car.
Yes.
He misidentified his wife.
Hell
he
no.
misidentified his children.
Yes.
All 3?
All 3.
I might give you 1 or 2, but all 3?
All 3. We weren't even over there. I had all of my kids with me that day. I dropped my oldest daughter off at her friend's and then went to take him food.
Do you
But
know
when
the
I-
odds of him misidentifying all 3?
Do you know the odds of how paranoid he is?
So why do you think she's cheating now?
I'm not sure right at this time, but I know she's been cheating on me for.
I've never cheated on you.
Okay, well,
3+
why do you think
years.
she has cheated with this mystery man? What you said you had coincidences.
Well,
Tell me about that.
There's a. Can I show you on the monitor?
Absolutely. Step
Okay.
over to the monitor.
Oh shit, he got evidence.
There's this
Hold
black
on.
truck. It's all
My man's got evidence. He's got evidence. You gotta explain this. Why you laughing? You laughing, but he got evidence.
always surrounded by with a black truck.
Now you gotta go to the dentist, G. I'm not gonna laugh. You gotta go to the dentist. That shit ain't fit. That shit look like one of those gums and tooth that you buy back in the day when you just put it in your mouth when you got like missing tooth. You got that in your mouth. I'm sorry. You gotta go take your ass to the dentist. Or you gotta go get you some veneers. You don't even think you can get veneers with those.
Okay.
My neighbor sits on her porch
Oh,
all
that's
morning,
saying
all day
evidence.
long. Every
Okay.
time I've ever left or come home, she's on her porch. So I go over and talk to her. You seen any cars in my driveway while I'm at work? There was a black truck in your driveway with a trailer attached to it, pulled all the way up in your driveway.
And when did she say that truck had been there?
While I was at work in the daytime, around noon.
Okay, so was it that particular day? Or she said, I've seen this on several days, or
She just said
last week?
She said, I've seen a black truck in your driveway. And I don't know anybody with a black truck. I don't have anybody at my house with a black truck,
But that
especially with a
same-
trailer on
the
it.
same
Okay,
neighbor-
hold on, Miss Coates. Hold
Hold
on.
on.
And especially while I'm
get
not
to-
there.
All right, what else you got?
Well, same black truck.
Okay.
So I'm seeing this black truck at her work every day. I'd leave my work,
Wow. You might
go on lunch.
You know what's so crazy? If you know you are cheating and you're on this type of platform, you might as well just go ahead and just say that you did do it. Then going through 31 minutes of this episode, denying that you ain't do shit, and then come to find out that you did because you had to take a lie detector test is fucking insane. You gotta be real dumb in the head to ignore some shit like this. Cause you gonna be embarrassed. Then you got me and plenty other people reacting to this shit. How many views this got, bro? This shit got 18,000 views, and this was last year.
I drive by, that truck would be at her work.
And so now you made it a point to go by her job to see if you see this.
Yes,
Whether-
sir.
If you're at lunch or whether you got to run an errand for your work, you're
Exactly.
going by her job to see what you can see, and you're seeing this black truck, this same
one.
black truck that you
Same one.
that was
Same-
reported in
same
your
license
driveway
plate.
is now at her job.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, what else
So-
you got?
So after that, I go to pick her up, and I'm sitting across, there's a gas station right across the street from her work.
Okay.
But I'm out of the way so she don't see me in the parking lot so I can see who's driving this black truck.
Woo!
This is ridiculous.
He pulls out of the parking lot, pulls into right in front of me at the gas station, turns his truck off, looks front like this. I can't really see because his windows are tinted and he had a hat on. That's why I know he looked my way. Started his truck and tore it up out of there, burnt tires and rolled out.
Wow.
Like he didn't want me to see him or something.
As soon as he looked in your direction,
As soon as he
So he know how you look, but you don't know how he look. That's crazy.
seen me in my car, he took off.
All right.
anything else?
One of my family members told me I could have swore I seen Brandy getting out of a jacked up black truck
That family
at the
member's a
mall.
liar.
Okay, so did that family member know about your issue with
No,
the mystery black truck?
not with the black truck or nothing.
She just out the blue says this to you.
No, I'm talking to her about me thinking she's cheating on me. I never mentioned a black truck, nothing.
Okay, and she says, well, yeah, I think I saw her getting out of it. You're
Yes,
like, oh,
ma'am.
there it is.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, come back to
Yes,
your
ma'am.
podium.
All right, Miss Coates.
Country is
You
hell.
been biting at the bit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this black truck, this mystery black
I
truck.
wish I knew who drove that damn black truck.
Well, we want.
Why is it at your house?
Who drives
I don't
the black
know.
truck?
I wish I knew.
But he's at your job every day.
I am a tax professional, okay? I don't have time to talk on the phone, let alone get up and down and go see who's out in my parking lot.
But Miss Coates, you said he misidentified his car, his kid,
Yes.
his wife, and now you're saying out of the 4 times that he saw this black truck in areas where you were, you're saying, nope, wasn't me,
Wasn't me. I have
wasn't
no
me,
idea who drives
wasn't
it.
me.
Her answer
Don't
is,
know
what do you want
who
me to
drives
do
the black
about
truck,
it?
No.
don't know what black truck he's talking
And
about.
the neighbor, she ran over to me that day. Like I told Eric, there was a truck in the driveway, and at that same time, one of our family members pulled up, and she said, "That's the truck I told him it was," and it was one of our family members. And he said, no, she said it was black. And she said, no, I told him it was blue.
This is a conversation I didn't hear. Of course, I wasn't there for that one.
Ooh, Cutler, this is a mess.
I know. Mr. Coates, let me ask you this. Has anybody ever told you that she has been with somebody else?
This is where it gets good.
Oh shit.
This
Chat, what y'all
game,
think? Y'all think she's cheating?
You're not ready.
Y'all think she's being honest?
My youngest
Or he just
daughter
curious?
barely knows how to speak, tells me when mommy's friend comes over, they make me go upstairs and watch TV with another family member.
Whoa.
Well, a week later, I see my daughter in a new dress. And I'm like, oh, I like your dress, baby doll. Where'd you get that? Because I've never seen it before. She does this. Don't want to look at me and stuff. I was like, it's all right, baby doll. You can tell me. You can tell me. She made me pinky promise not to say nothing to her. Said that mommy's friend bought it for me. I said, mommy's friend? Is mommy's friend a guy or a girl? He's a guy.
Whoa. Hey, the kids don't be lying. I got 5 of them. Trust me, the kids don't be lying. The kids don't be lying. The kids don't be lying.
Well, Mr. Coates, let me ask you this.
Wow.
How does it feel as a father to have your daughter telling you about
Wow.
your wife's involvement with another man? To hear from your daughter.
Low, really low.
From your daughter,
Really
bro.
low. Like I'm a nobody.
That's
A horrible wife would
crazy.
cheat. A bad mom would involve their kids in a cheating situation, and I'm neither.
So you're saying again, this is just something all in his head,
Yes,
never
sir.
happened.
Yes, sir.
I see her
Okay,
making
Mr.
up,
Mr.
mommy's
Coates?
with her friend or something like that. We're arguing whatever on the phone. She sends me a picture of divorce papers. It's blank, like, you know, keep playing, I'm gonna divorce you
Okay.
type stuff. Well, we reconciled. The day that we was working things out, I looked in her phone and there was an email with an attachment to it. So I opened up the email and it was those divorce papers filled out.
They were not filled out.
Emailed
So if they wasn't filled out, why do you have divorce papers then?
to another guy. Like, to me, that's showing proof that you're about to leave me.
Filled out with your name, her name.
Oh, her name
They were not filled out.
versus me, all that. On the first page, that they got all
You
that.
can't
It was
lie.
all filled out.
And she sent it to another man.
Yes, sir.
And you think that other man might be our mystery
Yes, sir.
black truck
yes,
driver?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you send divorce papers to another man?
No, I did not. So what had
Okay.
happened was I had already lost my job.
Another story.
So as I was
She can't
sending
tell.
my resume out, my phone shows PDFs. It don't show what they are, it just shows PDF. There's 200 resumes I had submitted. It was sent to another man. However, I didn't do it. I think I meant to send my resume to him. And
Oh,
I clicked
bitch,
the wrong
you
PDF,
lying.
but they were not filled out.
How you not doing this on your phone? Who else gonna do it? It's on your phone.
Okay, but he says they were filled
They
out.
were not filled out.
yeah, they were.
So you think you sent your blank divorce papers to somebody from whom you were seeking a job?
Yes, because it just said PDF at the top. It didn't show a
But
picture
the
of what it
people-
But
was.
wouldn't that person have written you back and said, why am
Not
I
if
getting
they don't
these?
know who I am. I mean, or if they even didn't get them.
That was the
Still
only
lying.
message,
Because the only person I would send them
attachment,
to
the
was
only
him.
thing in there. But when you
No, there
send
was
an
resume.
email,
Even if, why do you even have divorce papers in the first place? Why do you even have divorce papers in the first place? So you about to leave him, obviously. And then you gonna sit here and say you don't know who you sent it to.
It's in there.
if
Come
you
on,
just send
G.
it to the number, it shows up a number. If you send it to somebody that's contacts in your phone, it shows up a
No, it don't. Not
a
an
letter.
email. An
It
email.
shows
Yes, it
up a
does.
shows
letter.
up their name.
It shows up a letter in the little circle beside the
Yes,
email.
it shows up
Oh,
their
yeah, I
name.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Right.
Because the circle was there with his initial in it, he knows that's one of her contacts. And that's why he's saying it wasn't some random person you're trying to get a job from. This was someone you knew. And that's why I think this is the gentleman, the mystery
Yeah.
black truck driver. Mr. Cutler?
All right.
I think it's time to wrap it up. I think that if we don't help them get this resolved, they might get the divorce here right in front of us.
Yeah. If it is determined today as a result of today's proceeding that she's cheating, what's going to happen?
Oh, we're done.
Yeah, you're done.
We are done.
No doubt about it.
No doubt. No doubt. Because if we need mediation for you to tell me the truth, you know, what about the next lie? And then the next one. Like,
Right.
we're going to have somebody intervene to tell me the truth.
Just
This
man
time, I
up.
would like to call licensed polygraph examiner Kendall Schull to determine, is she cheating? Rob, please escort him in.
Kendall Schull.
How are you, Mr. Schull?
I'm great, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're one of the friends of our court. You have this amazing career that you've had. You spent 35 years at the FBI. You have a master's degree in polygraph examination.
I have.
And you have 18 years in your own private practice providing that.
I do, Your Honor.
So, you conducted the polygraph examination of Ms. Coates, and you asked her, since being married, have you had physical sexual contact with the person who drives the black truck that your husband saw parked at your job?
Is she lying?
What was her response?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
Okay.
Wait, how are you feeling?
Emotional.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay.
You
That's a lot.
What's going through your mind right now? What are you feeling right now?
We've been through so much with these accusations. It's ruined our marriage already. And how do you get back from something like that?
This is the first step, though. If we get it all out on the table,
Get it all out.
you can start
You
a new-
moving
I promise.
crazy though. You moving
We
crazy.
still have one more question. You asked Ms. Coates, since being married, have you had physical sexual contact with any person other than your husband? What was her response to that question?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
So who is the black truck? Good shit.
I told you I'm not a cheater or a liar.
Oh, I do apologize, and I'm very sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I am.
Nah, you suspicious.
I'm sorry.
So who is the black truck?
I am sorry, baby.
Good shit. There more
You look relieved. You look satisfied.
Oh, I'm very satisfied.
All right,
I
well,
just
let's
feel
talk.
bad.
Oh, and you probably should. But let's talk about that, because feeling bad doesn't move the ball forward, right?
Right.
Ms. Coates, I think the reason there was so much passion involved with this is because you're passionate people.
Very much so.
You all have been together 3 years, engaged about a year and a half. Mr. Harmon, why have you brought your fiance here today?
Well, I think she's cheating on me with other men, and she's lying, and I just can't deal with it. Like, I'm putting my whole relationship on the line. I'm fighting for my relationship. She's giving other people attention when we go out and showing other people, like, you know, flirting. Like, here and there, it can be a bartender, she flirts, smiling, want to take selfie pictures. For what, when you got a handsome brother in your face, you know?
Do you believe it goes beyond flirting?
Sometimes, yes.
Ms. Powell, what would you like to prove today?
I would like to prove that I'm not cheating on him, that, I mean, like, I do have an outgoing personality, I am bubbly and stuff.
Do you flirt with other men?
I don't think I flirt with other men, no, I don't. I think I just talk too much, and, you know.
All right, so Mr. Harmon, if you find out that she's actually cheating, what does that mean for you?
If I find out that she's cheating, the marriage is off. I'm not buying her nothing else. I'm moving back to Tennessee. Right now, we relocated to Texas. Because, you know, I want to start off fresh, I want to start over new, so.
And you going home to Tennessee?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
So, Ms. Powell, his accusations that you are doing more than flirting, that you're actually cheating, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like he just is judging me, and, like, I don't even know who he thinks I am anymore, like.
Do you love him?
I do.
You want to make it work?
I do.
Don't seem like it, Your Honor.
Well, what do you love about him?
I love everything about him. I love his personality. I love the way he treats me. I love how he just, like, throws me in the air because I'm so small. Like, I love everything, you know? Like, I just love it. And,
You admit to throwing her in the air?
Yeah.
You know,
what makes you no? What makes
throw
a
your
man
fiance in the air, wave your hand like you just don't
Just
care.
don't
You know,
care.
all that goes together.
No.
She loves that because I'll look at her and I'll catch her in my arms, you know.
So you're a true romantic. I mean, that's throwing the love up in the air. I've not even
I try
heard
to
of
make
that.
everything work. I try to make the, negative.
Yeah,
positive.
another unique story and another reason why I fell in love with him is because one day, me and him were bickering and arguing. I usually go to bed late, but I went to bed early, and Zach woke me up and he's like, come here, I got a surprise for you. And I was like, what is it? Whatever, it's nothing big. And he proceeded to lead me into the bathroom, and he had candles lit, and he had me a fruit bath.
A fruit
and all that.
bath?
Yeah.
A fruit bath?
Yeah.
What's in a fruit bath?
Strawberries, pineapples, mangoes. There was a bunch of different kinds of fruit in there.
Now, Mr. Cutler has lotioned my feet, and he's rolled my hair, but a fruit bath is a whole nother level, Mr. Cutler. You gotta step up your game, man.
Yeah.
She pulled you under the bus.
I'm worth it.
You worth it?
I'm worth it.
All right, okay, we'll see. I mean, how can you not fall in love with a man like that?
Right, I know. I do love him, and I still do love him. After everything we've been through, I still love him, and I'm trying to grow. That's why I'm here today, to prove to him that I'm not cheating on him. He thinks I'm out here flirting and just cheating on him all the time, and I guess it is because of, the past, I've owned up to stuff in the past or whatever, and I've kept it real with him.
Okay, you said that there was something in the past. What happened in the past?
Our ex-boyfriend.
Oh, man. Okay, but how did you find out that she had been with her ex?
She told me, the truth that she was with her ex. She admitted to it that she was with her ex.
Living with opioid addiction can be a
shit.
struggle.
What's going
Supplicate
on?
with counseling is for adults with moderate to severe.
And she cheated.
Were you with the ex?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and so what did you tell him specifically?
I just told him, I said, this has been going on for like 2 months now, and
2 months?
It did, not like me seeing him, but us talking to each other, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Not
so
like
you've
that.
been
Not,
interacting for 2 months, and then it culminated with
yes,
a sexual contact.
yes.
But that's in the past.
Right. And I try to push forward because we're both young and stuff's gonna happen, and I accept that, so.
Okay, you're saying was closure. Clearly, you don't see it that way. Why don't you see it that way?
Because
What is going on now that makes you think something?
Damn, that's
Like,
tough.
one day she came home, kind of smelled like she had men's cologne on. And I was like, where was you really at? Was you really at the grocery store, or was you really with another man?
I have an explanation for that.
All right, I can't wait to hear it.
Okay, well, it was around Valentine's Day, and I was in there smelling
Whoa.
men's cologne because I was about to get him a bottle of cologne for Valentine's Day. And I was spraying it, yes.
Your Honor, wasn't no cologne in the house, no shopping bags, no evidence, So I'm thinking that she's with another man.
So you don't believe she was at the mall?
No, I don't.
All right.
Okay, but, women don't put on men's cologne.
Right.
They sniff the bottle,
On body.
spray it
You know
in
what
the
I'm
air,
saying?
smell it, but
But
they
it
don't
would
put
get
it
on your
them.
face. No. But if you do this and you put your face into it, so you would smell it.
Really?
Really? Ron?
Really?
Ron, come on, help us out.
I kind of agree, though. If you spray it and step into it, you'll get some on you. It's going to happen.
All right, if you say so.
I'm saying so.
Next time you come home with...
Okay,
all right.
All right, okay.
All right, so you don't believe her about that.
No.
What else? I mean, because that has a reasonable, I could buy that.
She got this, can I show you on the screen?
Sure. Please step over.
This is drama.
Okay, one day she was taking a shower. I guess she forgot that she had her phone in the room. Something popped up on the notification bar. It was like, it says, session expired, please review. So I popped on it. It brought up this calculator. I clicked on it and I clicked in this code that she used the code, her birthday. Okay. So I typed it in. And so when I typed it in, it was this,
That's an
gallery,
iPhone 4
and it said,
calculator.
Hidden photos. So I clicked on it, and when I clicked on it, it was a white guy in her, like they was out to eat, having fun, Subway. I asked about her. I asked her, what's these pictures of? What are you doing with another man? She was like, it's just a coworker from work.
Okay, wait, hold on, wait. So this is one of those apps where you hide photos?
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about it.
I'm waiting for this
That's where
explanation.
you keep all the freaky dinky photos.
Like, I'd use it first when me and him first got together because, I'd send pictures
To hide
of
all
him.
her stuff.
Yeah, whatever. To hide my pictures I was sending him.
What kind of pictures were you sending that you need to put in the app, a hidden app?
Just, our pictures.
No, I don't. Were they personal pictures?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Grown folk stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. She sent you those pictures?
Yeah,
Little
she
grown
asked
folk
before,
shot?
yeah, a little body picture, step out,
What she do? Do it with my gift. All right, there it is. All right. here's the deal. People with nothing to hide, they don't hide anything.
Right.
I mean, that's just how we operate.
I understand. I get it.
All right, if you'll step back to your podium. Are there any other reasons, Mr. Harmon, that you believe your fiance is cheating?
Yes, I do.
Share them with the court.
As one day, you know, I was off work that day, so I like to work out a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I can tell.
So before she was asleep, you know, she didn't cook breakfast that morning. I got up early that morning, put on my workout shoes, got to the gym, worked there about a good 4 or 5 hours. Came home, when I took off my workout shoes, I was looking around for my son. I said, babe, you know, my son said, she like, you're grown, you're grown, I don't keep up with your stuff, you know?
That's crazy.
So I walked into the bedroom and I seen that it was busted shoes. I was like, whose shoes are these?
These men's shoes or women's shoes?
That was men's shoes.
Men's shoes.
So I feel like, you know, when I pulled up at the house, when they heard me pull up, dude jetted out the back door and forgot his shoes and slipped my sandals on and went on. That's what I really think happened.
What size were your shoes?
They was like 11 and a half. These, the busted up tennis shoes the same size as my
No, they were not.
Same size as yours?
Yes, they was.
Why is some other man's tennis shoes in your
First
bedroom?
of all, he is not even telling the truth about that. It was a female coworker that came over that day.
Okay, Ms. Powell, let me ask this. Do you have any reasonable explanation as to why a coworker would come over and when she leaves, she would take the wrong shoes?
No.
You have no reasonable explanation for that, because I don't have one. Have you ever taken the wrong shoes from your friend's house?
I gotta say this, Miss Powell, it does not look good. This does not pass the smell
What the
test.
bro, why is she coming with a size 11 anyway? And my thing is, especially if y'all at the point where y'all living together, it don't even matter if y'all married or fiance, bro. Y'all living together. Hey, babe, while he's at the gym, hey, babe, such and such finna come over. You gotta let somebody know. I'd be damned if I come up in the house and a friend over, a family member over, without me knowing who's coming and entering into my own crib. That's facts. That's facts.
It is, though. Like, I'm not lying about it. I have nothing to lie about. Like, we're here.
All right. Mr. Harmon, I know you have a witness.
It do look bad.
Yes, I do. My niece is here today to prove that she's been with other men.
All right, Ron, would you escort the witness in,
Yes,
please?
Your Honor.
What do you know about the allegations of cheating against Miss Powell?
Well, what I know is me and my homegirl went to a barbecue one day and I seen Ashley cheating on my uncle, and I didn't like that. I feel like you could find somebody else way better than that.
What did you actually see?
She was out there flirting with him, having drinks with him and stuff, trying to take him home.
I was not trying to take them home, first of all.
So you were able to conclude that she was trying to take him home just by looking? I mean, did you hear anything? What did you see?
Yes, I heard. She was like, yeah, I think y'all should just come to my house tonight. You know, my boyfriend, he's going to be gone, the niece going to be gone.
He has never gone.
Was there any physical contact? Were they holding hands? Were they hugged up?
Yes, we holding hands with him, yes.
Did you go and tell your uncle?
Yes, I did.
All right, Ms. Fredericks, thank you very much. If you would have a seat.
All right, Miss Powell, you're at a barbecue. Is that correct?
Yes. It was a group of people. We went in the house to go get some drinks and to go get some air because we were outside and it was hot.
Would you admit that you were flirting?
No.
A lot of people do think just because you interacting with people, they think you're flirting.
I don't know what they consider flirting.
Like, if you are an attractive person, the people gonna always think that you're flirting. That's just what it is. If you especially like a friendly person, like you just have people skills. You know what I'm saying? I get that a lot. Like, people who don't have people skills always think the next person is flirting. Like, bro, you just know how to interact with people. That's part of life.
I don't know I don't know.
Being with other men, showing other men attention, that's flirting. Giving them people attention, that's flirting.
I feel like being kind and flirting is two different things.
Show me what flirting looks like in your world.
I don't know, hey, how you
No, that's
doing today?
flirting.
Like, I don't know,
That's flirting.
you know.
All right, so Ms. Powell, you're telling this court that you have not, even though you might be a little friendly, you might be a little flirtatious, you have not had any sexual contact with anyone.
No, I have not.
Other than Mr. Harmon.
Yes, no, I have not.
Well, now, in addition to this love suit that we're talking about, you also have a lawsuit against Mr. Harmon.
Yes, for $185 for running my dress.
Okay, tell me what that's about.
Well, one day I was out with a friend.
Damn.
And I proceeded, I guess.
He shot a firework at you?
I want to answer my phone like on time for him. And so I ended up coming home that day and I was getting ready to cook supper and I smelled the house. I was like, what is burning? Like, is Zach in there cooking? I mean, is Mr. Harmon in there cooking something? Like, what is he cooking? Like, is he burning something? I proceeded to go in the bathroom and find my dress laying there burnt. I was like, what happened to it? You know, he's like, oh, well, see, what happened was I got it caught on a cigarette.
Wow.
This don't look like
what
a
kind
cigarette
of
burn to
cigarette
me.
was that?
I know, that's what I'm saying. So I'm here today to sue him for $185.
Do you have a receipt
I
or
do.
anything? Do you think it was intentional?
I do. I was gonna get married in that dress to him, but
So that was the dress you're going to get married in?
it was.
Mr. Harmon, did you burn her dress?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You set her dress on fire.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So it wasn't with the cigarette.
Why did you set the dress on fire?
Because I was mad. It wasn't intentional. It was like out of spite. I
No,
wasn't.
that was intentional.
Yeah.
Right. It was.
All right.
So
What was running through your mind as you were building up
like
ready to burn
her
this dress?
seeing her ex-boyfriend and her lying to me and her.
Nah,
with her
dude, you wrong
coworkers
as hell for
and
that,
the hidden
gang.
galleries in the phone, like that. It gets to me sometimes. You know, I think about it, so I just took it and I just, you know, set it on fire and it blew up in the flames. And I thought about it and I got to stomping it out. So when I stomped it out, I just threw it in the bathroom so she can come home and look at it, because it's the first place she go, because she's always in that mirror.
Okay. Well, you know, Mr. Harmon, we can't let our emotions get the best
Right.
of us.
You a grown man.
Your
You
claim
burning up
is
people's
for
clothes.
$185.45.
Correct.
Bro, pay that fine,
Right.
bro.
Well, Mr. Harmon, we can understand why you're upset, but I mean, the bottom line is you can't destroy other people's property. You can't do things like that out of spite. And so this court is going to have to rule in her favor on her claim against you and award her the amount of $185.45.
Being sued
Now,
by
we
your
gotta get back to
fiance
this
is crazy.
lawsuit.
Just pay the fine, bro.
This is an
Just give her
engagement
the
on the
money.
line. You seem to love each other.
To get to the bottom of this, the court is going to call licensed private investigator Jane Holmes. Ron, would you please escort Ms. Holmes into the courtroom?
Miss Holmes.
Ms. Holmes, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
It's good to see you. You've investigated a number of cases involving cheating, haven't you?
I have.
In this particular case, Ms. Powell was examined by one of your colleagues, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And Ms. Powell was asked a series of questions. The first question that Ms. Powell was asked was, did you have sexual contact with anyone in your home the day Mr. Harmon found a pair of sneakers? What was her
These the
response
wrong
to that
answers.
question?
She said no.
What did the
I mean,
lie
wrong
detector
question.
determine?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Because it's the question you talking about in the house, bro. She could have just had somebody over. That's what I would have had. I would have clearly said that she had a guy over. Not everything got to be sexual. You don't got to have sex with somebody just because you seen a pair of tennis shoes in your crib, bro. Them the wrong questions. Them the wrong questions.
So, you are the one they call
It still ain't right for her to have a gut company in y'all
Mr. Harmon, it
crib.
almost appears that that's a sigh of relief for you.
Yes, it does.
But hold on, we have another question. Ms. Powell was asked, since October 2015 to the present,
Okay, here it
besides
is.
the one person Mr. Harmon is aware of, has Ms. Powell had sexual contact with anyone else? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector reveal?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
That's what's up.
All right, Mr. Harmon, she's standing here with tears in her eyes because she's been telling
Bro, fuck all that, bro. Everything don't got to be sexual.
you the truth. What do you need to say to your fiance?
He's sorry.
That I love you, and now it's time to focus on us and only us.
And I would say to you, I use the word with Mr. Cutler. I'm like, I don't want any attention. I want intention.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
if you're naturally attentive to people and polite, then you're gonna have to turn it up and give him some intention so he knows he's your king
Please.
and you're his queen.
It is all for you, baby.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Go ahead and like, subscribe. We got more on the way too. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there cheating and shit, man. You feel me? I'll catch y'all.
Perfect.